I'm Vic Myers. Welcome to The Resistance. This is part 6 of my series on the Trump tax. This one's about us, the working class, the people Republicans claim to fight for. They use us as a backdrop at every campaign stop. But when it's time to write laws, we get nothing. That's not an accident. That's a plan. This bill includes a tax break for workers who earn overtime. Sounds good, right? But there's a catch. It gives you a deduction if you owe taxes at the end of the year. It doesn't change your paycheck. It doesn't put more money in your pocket. If you're not making enough to have a tax bill, you get nothing. That's not the overtime break they said you'd get. That's a trick. And if you do owe taxes, well, there's a cap on how much you can deduct. And this so-called break disappears after 2028. That doesn't help us. It helps them. That's not an accident. That's a plan. They're also promising no tax on tips. You know, that sounds like help for servers and bartenders, drivers and stylists, folks who live off their tips. But tips are already reported as income. And most tipped workers don't make enough money to owe federal taxes anyway. And even for those who do, guess what? There's a cap on the benefit. It's like leaving a Bible verse where there should be a tip. That's not an accident. That's a plan. It's the same with Social Security. Republicans claim they're cutting taxes for people on Social Security. In my work, I talk to seniors all the time who think they're getting a tax break. But almost none of them make enough money to owe taxes. In fact, it's rare to meet one who will actually benefit. Think about how many retirees you know who are in that same situation. They gave grandma a check she can't cash. That's not an accident. That's a plan. They promised help for the working class. But every single promise came with a catch. The overtime break only works if you owe. The tip relief doesn't match the service provided. The Social Security cut is just elderly abuse. They dress it up to look like relief, but it's not built to help. It's built to look good and then quietly vanish. We got disappearing policy. They got a campaign ad. This system is designed to fail the American working class. This system is designed to fail democracy. Thanks for listening. Good day.